In the soft pre-dawn light of Dragon Island, the ocean breathes, waves crash against volcanic cliffs, and salt spray mists the air like dust from a dream. This place, a conservation zone, holds a quiet magic. Here, nestled in a valley, is a small ranch, home to a very special resident, a snow-white cow named Luna. I approach her with a bucket of fresh grass. "Good morning, Luna," I whisper. She doesn't look at me right away. Her world is one of pattern and sensation. She watches the light play on a puddle, a soothing, repetitive dance. I wait. Patience is the language we share. Finally, she nuzzles my arm, a slow, intentional gesture. It's her way of saying she's ready. "Okay," I say softly, "let's start your morning." Luna's day is a symphony of routine. Each step is deliberate, each action a familiar comfort. First, the same tree, its bark worn smooth by her daily ritual. Then, the stream, where she drinks from the exact same spot. Sam, our tranquilizer specialist, watches from a distance. She still sticks to routine like clockwork, he observes. I nod. Routine doesn't overwhelm her. New things do. Today, something is different. She sniffs the water but hesitates, her body tense. Something is off. I kneel beside her, offering some grass. "No rush," I tell her, my voice calm. "You can take your time." She touches my sleeve with her nose, a flicker of trust that feels monumental. For Luna, this small gesture is a conversation, a quiet reassurance between us. But beyond the safety of our ranch, the island's ancient residents are stirring. Deep in the jungle, something massive slithers through the undergrowth. A monstrous silhouette rises, a giant Komodo dragon, nearly 10 feet long, its tail a weapon capable of breaking bones. Its forked tongue tastes the air, a predator on the hunt. In the ranger hut, Ravi, our rescue captain, sees the blurry movement on a camera trap. His jaw tightens. Komodo in Sector 3, near the marsh. Sam looks over his shoulder, his voice a concerned whisper, "That close to the ranch?" "That's bad." Ravi's orders are swift and clear. "They're hunting. Keep the gates locked today." But even the best laid plans can be undone by a small mistake, a single moment of distraction. A worker, humming a tune, leaves the ranch gate slightly ajar, just a few inches. From across the field, Luna sees it. Not chaos, not freedom, just a break in the pattern. She tilts her head, a new scent on the breeze, a different path. Curiosity pulls her forward. "Luna, stay with me, sweetheart," I call out, but my voice doesn't register. She's guided by a new sensation, stepping outside the only world she's ever known. And in that moment, no one notices she's gone. The Komodo dragon freezes, its pupils narrow two slits. It tastes the air again, catching a new scent, Luna's scent. Its head raises slowly, tracking her movement through the tall grass. The hunt has begun. When I return to her favorite tree, the space is empty. A cold dread washes over me as I scan the field. She's not there. "Luna. Luna." My voice trembles, cracking with panic. I sprint to the rescue tent, bursting in. She wandered off. She went toward the marsh. Ravi's eyes snap up, his focus absolute. Komodo territory. He slams the emergency bell, its clang shattering the morning's peace. "Team, gear up, now." The ranch explodes into controlled chaos. Yusuf grabs a reinforced riot shield. Sam loads tranquilizer darts, his movements precise. "One shot," he says, "maybe two if we're lucky." Ravi's voice is low and urgent. We don't have the luxury of missing. I grab a lead rope, not to restrain Luna, but to gently guide her home, to be her familiar pattern in a world of new, terrifying things. Our jeep roars to life, tearing across the dirt trails. I grip the rope, my hands shaking, my heart pounding against my ribs. We're in a race against time, a race against an ancient predator. Every second feels like an eternity. We have to get to her. We just have to. The jungle ahead is dense, and somewhere in its shadows, Luna is walking straight into the path of the dragon. "Stay safe, sweetheart. We're coming." The bond between a human and an animal can be one of the purest, most powerful connections in the world. It's a language spoken not with words, but with trust, patience, and a deep unspoken understanding. Today we're diving into a story that beautifully illustrates this bond, a tale of courage, compassion, and a dramatic rescue that will keep you on the edge of your seat. This is the story of Maya, her beloved elephant Luna, and the team that would risk everything to bring her home. Our story begins with a sense of urgency. The team, led by the steadfast Ravi, is preparing for a high-stakes mission. Luna, a gentle giant with a sensitivity to loud noises, has wandered into danger. Maya, her dedicated caretaker, is filled with a quiet terror. Her voice breaks as she explains Luna's unique vulnerability. She doesn't do well with loud sounds. If she freezes, but Ravi's response is immediate and absolute. He looks at Maya, his voice a pillar of strength. Then we become her calm. You lead, we follow. His words aren't just a promise. They are the foundation of their entire operation. Everyone has a role. Sam, the team's pragmatic marksman, checks his tranquilizer gun, his expression grim. He knows the threat they face all too well. Komodo venom is no joke, he begins. One bite and Ravi cuts him off, his tone sharp and unwavering. We're not losing her. The message is clear. Failure is not an option. Their shared determination hangs in the air, a silent vow to protect one of their own. Meanwhile, Luna has found herself in a place both familiar and foreign. She reaches the marshland riverbank, a source of water, but the environment is unsettling. The air is thick, the sounds are strange. She lowers her magnificent head to drink, but a ripple in the water's surface gives her pause. Something isn't right. Suddenly, the world explodes. From the tall grass, a massive Komodo dragon bursts out, a prehistoric predator in its element. For Luna, the sudden, violent intrusion is too much. It's not just fear that grips her. It's a complete sensory overload. Her mind shuts down, her breathing becomes rapid and shallow, her body locks in place, and her wide eyes stare into the distance, lost and overwhelmed. She is trapped not by the dragon, but by her own internal panic. The very thing Maya feared has come to pass. Luna is frozen, completely vulnerable, just as the situation seems its most dire. The roar of an engine cuts through the tension. A jeep skids sideways into the clearing, dust and mud flying. The rescue team has arrived. Without a second of hesitation, Ravi leaps out, his voice commanding the chaos. Positions. Shields up. The team moves with practiced efficiency. Yusuf, a mountain of a man, slams his heavy shield into the ground, bracing himself for impact. Sam raises his rifle, his eyes already scanning for a clear shot. But amidst this organized defense, Maya does something completely different. She doesn't raise a weapon or a shield. Instead, she steps slowly, deliberately, toward Luna. Her voice is a soft, calm anchor in the storm of noise and fear. Luna. Sweetheart. Look at me. She is trying to reach Luna not through force, but through their connection. At that moment, the Komodo dragon lowers its head, its powerful claws digging into the soft mud. It has chosen its target. With a terrifying surge of power, it charges. The confrontation is immediate and violent. Yusuf meets the charging beast. Head-on, the Komodo dragon slamming into his steel shield with a force that sends a shockwave through the clearing. The impact is staggering. It's strong. Yusuf strains, his entire body trembling with the effort of holding his ground. He becomes the unmovable object against the dragon's unstoppable force. Seeing this brief opening, Sam drops to one knee, his focus absolute. His rifle is steady, his aim precise. He whispers to himself, a focused mantra in the heat of battle. Come on. Hold still. A soft thwip is barely audible over the struggle as the tranquilizer dart flies. It's a direct hit. The Komodo roars in fury and pain, shaking its massive head. But the sedative isn't instantaneous. The beast remains aggressive, its primal instinct still in control. It turns its attention away from the shield, its cold eyes locking back onto its original, frozen target, Luna. The danger is far from over. While her team battles the physical threat, Maya wages a different kind of war, a battle. For Luna's mind, she completely ignores the chaos unfolding just feet away. The roaring dragon, the straining shield, the focused rifle, none of it matters. Her entire world narrows to the gentle giant frozen in front of her. She kneels in the mud, bringing herself to Luna's eye level. Her voice is a steady, soothing whisper, a private conversation in a world gone mad. Hey. Look at me. We're okay. She holds the lead rope, but she doesn't pull or tug. There is no force, no demand. She is offering a choice, an invitation back to safety. And then the miracle happens. Slowly, tentatively, Luna begins to lean forward. She shifts her immense weight and rests her head against Maya's chest, seeking comfort in the familiar presence. Maya exhales, a shaky breath of overwhelming relief, her eyes filling with tears. A soft laugh escapes her. Good girl. You're doing amazing. With that boundary established, she stands, gently wrapping the rope around Luna's neck. We're going home, she says, her voice thick with emotion. But the fight isn't over. The Komodo dragon, fueled by adrenaline, shakes off the initial effects of the tranquilizer. Its muscles tense, its body coiling for another attack. With a final, desperate lunge, it launches itself forward, its jaws wide, aimed directly at Maya and Luna. Ravi's shout cuts through the air, a final command. Yusuf. Shield. Reacting instantly, Yusuf slams his shield down again, planting it deep into the muddy ground like an impenetrable wall of steel. The impact is deafening. The Komodo collapses against the barrier, stunned and disoriented. This is the opening Sam needed. Sleep time. He calls out, firing a second dart. The second tranquilizer finds its mark. The beast's movements slow, it sways unsteadily, and finally, it collapses into the marsh. Its heavy breathing is the only sound that remains. It's alive but no longer a threat. Silence, heavy and profound, falls over the clearing. Ravi keeps his eyes on the fallen dragon for several long seconds, ensuring the danger has truly passed. When the beast doesn't move, he lets out a long, slow exhale of relief. He nods to his team. Okay. Let's bring our girl home. The retreat is as gentle as the rescue. Maya walks slowly, and Luna follows, step by step. She isn't being pulled or forced. She is being guided gently by the person she trusts most in the world. They move away from the chaos of the marsh and toward the peace of home, each step a testament to the power of their bond. The rest of the team watches, a silent, protective escort, their mission complete. They didn't just save an animal. They saved a member of their family. Back at the ranch, the world is transformed. The harsh light of the marsh is replaced by a warm, golden afternoon glow filtering through the leaves of the trees. Luna walks directly to her favorite spot, a massive banyan tree that has been her sanctuary for years. She rubs her head against the familiar, rough bark, a comforting, grounding ritual. Her breathing slows, her body relaxes. Her world, which had been thrown into chaos, is right again. Maya kneels beside her, the adrenaline of the rescue giving way to a wave of deep, heartfelt emotion. Tears stream down her face, but they are tears of gratitude. Her voice is soft, almost a whisper. You're safe, Moonbeam. Always, in response, Luna gently nudges her forehead against Maya's. It's a simple gesture, but it speaks volumes, a gesture of thanks, of love, of a bond that transcends species. Maya smiles through her tears. Home at last with her gentle giant. This incredible story reminds us that every life, no matter how large or small, has value, and in a world that can often feel chaotic and overwhelming, it shows us that compassion is not a weakness, but the greatest and most powerful strength we possess. It's the quiet voice in the storm, the steady hand in the chaos, and the unwavering belief in the good of others. Thank you so much for joining us on this emotional journey today. If this story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content. We'll see you in the next one.